taking a quick break. Found this camp spot on the side of the road. Of course, it's dispersed. Somebody brought in a whole bunch of gravel and threw it around, which is really nice. Pretty big fire. Still got some wood. It's like one can in the trash in the fire pit. It's not too bad. Yeah, this would be a really nice place to camp. I'm gonna mark it on the maps. I think in springtime this grass is gonna be all green. It'll probably look really nice and pretty in here. Not too bad. Just gonna take a few minutes, power bar and Red Bull. That's a hard pass on me for that one, for water. Look how big these pipes are and how high they are. In the springtime, there just must be huge amounts of water. You can see the rust, how high the water got, where it normally is. It's galvanized steel. So this whole thing's just full of water. I got to come up in the spring, early spring, and see how much water's up here, but looks like it drains here, drains out on this side, and then that's what's left. Another nice day. Glad the wind's blowing. It's hot. It's keeping the yellow jackets, the meat bees, whatever you call them, they bite. Keeping those down. Lots and lots of grasshoppers. I haven't seen the antelope up here yet. Keep looking. They're like right at the tree line during the day. They get back up in the trees and they come back in and out. So still looking. Hi, by the way. I should have, yeah. Somebody had to set all those posts, and man, they go forever. They did a pretty good job. Pretty straight. Wind is so strong, it's pushing me sideways. Just taking a quick break. You know, someone asked me the other day, they're like, why are you doing this? You know, so much work to get out there and go bicycling, and especially on dirt roads. It's a lot of work on dirt roads. And for me, I like the adventure. It's slower than a car, motorcycle. You see things differently at a slower pace than in a car. A car, you know, you roll it up, you got air conditioning, heating. Out here, you're in the environment. It's hard work, don't get me wrong, but you know, you get to see things at a slower pace, and I enjoy it. You know, for me, it's not about the destination. It's always been about the journey. So that's why I'm out here riding. Some days I do huge miles. Some days I do not so many miles. Just depends on, you know, how you feel. And I think that's the way to do it, is I've learned is try not to set, you know, I got to do like 100 miles today, right? Because you're just going to wear yourself out. So you just plan, you tentative plans, you set things up, and then just see what you can do, you know. And if you don't make that whole, you know, 100 miles for that day, it's okay. It's not a big deal. And you know, that's why you're out there riding. But yeah, that's why I do this. I just enjoy it. At some point, you know, like everybody else, I'll probably get too old and won't be able to do this at some point. I don't know when that's going to be, but and then maybe I'll switch back over to motorcycles and then start, you know, venturing out on motorcycles. But right now, yeah, I just enjoy riding the bike and just seeing things and feeling the wind against your face, and you know, getting sunburned and wind burned and dehydrated. All that stuff comes with it, but for me, it's just enjoyable. So yeah, so I'm just out here trying to find camping spots is what I'm doing on this trip, just seeing what's in the trees and stuff, so I can plan. Like I said, if I'm not going to make a certain location, then I've got some backups, and that's kind of what I'm doing out here today, and working on a few things. I had one of these GoPro media mods in one of my other videos. It I don't know what happened to it, just crashed, volume went out, sent back for repair, and I'm trying it out again. I don't know if it'll work. We'll see if it picks up. Last time I got some corruption in the files, so yeah, I'm using almost everything you see me do is actually on a GoPro. Like 99% of all the filming you see is GoPro. I've got a GoPro 10 that I pretty much use all the time. The one I'm on right now is a GoPro 12. I'm not 100% happy with this GoPro 12. I don't like the curvature of the lens. I think I like the 10 better. So they're supposed to come out with the 13. We'll see what that one does. There's supposed to be some extra lens for that GoPro 13. But yeah, most everything you guys see me do is actually all done with the GoPro. You know, some of those shots with like the moon and the sun and all that stuff, that's with a Canon point and shoot. I think it's the SX 740 what I've got. So I use that because it's got a long telezoom on it, you know, digital zoom. But everything else, yeah, all done with a simple GoPro. This road is like riding on concrete. It's that hard. I don't know how they did it. And then there's sections where there's gravel on it. So it's like riding on concrete with gravel. It just beats on you. I got like 30 pounds in the tires. I should probably go a little lower maybe, but oh, some of these roads, they just punish you. You don't see it on the camera. It just wears you out. Pine needles are blowing off the trees here and there. One thing I miss about cable action, so with your right hand on cable, especially on campy, you can go up and down by rotating your wrist on the cassette, on the rear cassette. So you can basically ride with one hand, downshift, upshift, you can eat, you can drink. The SRAM electronic wireless, you've got up and down. So it's like you have to have two hands all the time. It's one benefit I always liked about cables. Is you're tired, you could run a camera, you could eat, you could drink. And I know the newer, the red shifters, I think they've got the new button in the top. Maybe you could reprogram it, but I just think this is one of those things I'm not in love with SRAM about. I wish they had two electronic buttons on both shifters and kind of mimic cable shifting, because it just makes things easier. Like if I got to eat or drink when I'm riding, I have to like make sure I got the right correct road. Just taking a quick break. I broke one of my cables for charging. 100% my fault. I manhandled it. I should have known better. So I got a spare somewhere. I just got to dig it up. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. It happens. On the maps, I needed to go this way. There's fence, of course. So I'm gonna have to, I gotta keep going this way. Detour? That's the word I'm looking for. Detour. I gotta do a detour today. Taking a quick break, refreshment break. Red would say, refreshment break, boss? Shawshank Redemption. It's hot, it's getting hot. I'm a little dehydrated. I gotta get some electrolytes or something in me. I'm gonna start, if not, I'm gonna start drinking a ton of water. It's been hot and windy all day, so it doesn't feel like you're sweating as much, but you're sweating. It's drying. So I gotta dig through my pack and find some electrolytes and if I worked for the county, it's just me, I would have forced them to put that asphalt out an extra 1.5 feet. So they're doing roads up here, repaving the roads, and it's, you know, they put a little dirt, but you know, why don't we just put an extra 2 feet of asphalt on both sides? Because at some point this stuff washes off, and it's, if you're not exactly on the road and you got to pull over to, you know, change a tire or something, you get stuck. And you think, after all these years of building roads, you know, what's an extra 2 feet or 3 feet of asphalt? You just paid for the whole road. I don't know, that's just me. I would like, maybe it's because I ride bicycles, but I'd like them to widen these shoulders a lot. Just run the asphalt all the way out, be done with it. Make it easy for everybody. I have that 36 tooth front single chain ring, and I'm tapped out at 23 miles an hour. I think I said that in another video. The limitations to this single front chain ring, you always have to give something up, either the climbing or your top speed. I mean, most people can find a happy medium, but for bike packing, I definitely say you need a double up front. You can make the single work, but you can't go as fast. It's just limitations. So for tonight, shoulder lamb chops, white potatoes boiled, butter, salt, pepper, jalapenos, and some cherry tomatoes.